As a native New Orleanian, I want to talk about Cajuns and Creoles for like non-New Orleanians, people not from here. To the best of my knowledge from what I've learned over the years, Cajuns and Creoles are two distinct groups of people. Cajuns are the white French Canadians that came to Louisiana after the founding of New Orleans, I think somewhere around like the 1700s. If you're familiar with Gambit from the X-Men, it's basically that, just not as exaggerated. Traditionally, I'm saying traditionally for a reason, they speak Cajun French. It's different from the Parisian French, with the ha and then the R's and all that. Like if you actually listen to it, it sounds more like Spanish than it does French. The reason I said traditionally is because most Cajuns, especially younger ones, don't really speak, Cajun French. I mean, they can probably understand it and they probably pronounce certain words, but like they're not speaking it like as a daily language. And you won't really find Cajuns in New Orleans because, like I said, Cajuns came in after the founding of New Orleans in the late 1700s. Most of them settled in like in the rural regions around New Orleans, in South Louisiana. If you see any show or movie with New Orleans and you got a whole bunch of Cajun people walking around in New Orleans in the French Quarter, it's probably not accurate. It's probably made by somebody that's not even from here. Now we got the Creoles. Les Jeunes de Couleur, Creole. That's my very rusty attempt at French. Creoles are a mix between African, indigenous, and European. For most Creoles you're ever going to see in your life going to look pretty much black, or it's going to look like a light-skinned black person. If you're a black native New Orleanian whose family's been here for a couple of generations, it's more than likely that at some time down the line or recently, you got some kind of Creole like family member or like just Creole in your blood in general. It doesn't mean every black person in New Orleans is Creole. I just want to make that clear. I'm saying it's a pretty good chance that you Creole if you got a couple generations in New Orleans. Anyway, the Creoles actually did originate in or like pretty close to the city of New Orleans. And traditionally, I'm using that word traditional again, they did speak French or Louisiana Creole. When I say French, I'm talking about the standard Parisian French that, people mostly familiar with. I mean, it's a little bit different because like it was like it's like 17, 1800s, so it sounded a little bit different, but like it's more or less what you're familiar with French. And like I said, Louisiana Creole, which sounds similar to Haitian Creole, but it's two different languages. The reason it sounds similar is not because, they was copying Haiti. It was because they were both like enslaved Africans, got mixed with, the Europeans and like some indigenous. They had their own African languages, and then those African languages mixed with, with French. So like it was different African languages on both places, Haiti and New Orleans. But like Cajun French, like nobody really speaks that anymore. Even most New Orleans natives have no idea what Louisiana Creole sounds like or even how to speak it. The main reason people get confused with Cajun and Creole, especially if you're not from Louisiana, is because you mostly hear them in conjunction. Cajun and Creole food. And it's not wrong because Cajuns and Creoles like really influence each other. Like Cajuns influenced the culture of Louisiana. It's not wrong. I mean, Cajuns did influence a big part of the culture of Louisiana, and so did Creoles. A lot of the culinary traditions overlap, but they are two different groups of people.